Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, Billy Ray. Hello, MPN. Hello, DJ Play Nice. What's happening, guys? Wow, there's already 19 comments. So, Billy, you hear me okay? Because I'm not going to the bench tonight. This is just going to be a Saturday hangout. So I'm going to use this microphone. Basically, the only thing I have to do tonight, anyhow, was my daughter's acoustic. I did a fret level on it. So let me check my mic. Oh, I know. Hold on. Crap. Forgot to do that. Yeah.
Okay, is that better? That should be better, right? I forgot to switch it on to the this mic instead of the camera. Because for some reason, it automatically goes to the camera and instead of here, even though I've done it to stay onto this. Let me hear it. Okay. All right. That's good. All right. So, Mr. Mick, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, Mr. Mick, did your the box get there today? I think it was either today or yesterday. So I'm hoping it got there. You know, okay. Do I have somewhere I have the tracking number, but you should have it should have been there. Hold on. I thought what we'd do today. Oh, wait a minute. Cancel that. Something else I liked doing that was ended was looking at the reverb links. Hey, Lewis. So I figured we could do that for today. Because again, I don't have, only thing I got on the desk is my daughter's acoustic. And I already did the fret level on it. So it's just basically sanding it down and getting it done. I figured you guys have seen that enough. Okay, so this is what we'll do. We'll go through some of this tonight. Share screen. I'm not going to actually open it up yet. I'll put it in the screen here shortly. So, hi, Peggy. Tonight's going to be just a hangout. We're going to talk. Hey, Multi. We're going to talk guitars. We're going to talk gear. We can talk pretty much anything. Computer, stop. So we can do that. We're going to look at some listings, and if you guys want to email me photos of your guitars and or amps, you want me to show them, I will do that. I have no problem doing that. And if anybody is interested jumping on the show for a little while, let me know. Email me and I will send you a link. We'll do that. Just make tonight a little bit different. As you can see, the red guitar is done, although they didn't pick it up today. So that is such a beautiful guitar, though. I would love to keep that. I can't. So, Rock Daddy, there he is. So now that a lot of people's in here, I'll play this one more time, just because I like it. And usually right there is where the show ends. So, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. So, anybody have anything exciting that has happened between yesterday and now? Altai, Rocky, Lewis, Peggy, Billy, Mr. Mick, and DJ Play Nice. Hey, MPN. So let me ask you this. What would you guys consider a guitar mod? If the question makes sense. If you just had a guitar that you bought from the store and you bought it to do something, hey John, what would you consider an actual mod? There you go, Billy. Removing a tone knob and putting in a kill switch. Because I was just wondering, because if you look at a bunch of different channels all over YouTube, and the term guitar mod is so blanket, you know, to hardly anything to a complete redo. And it's like that word mod covers it all. And I was just trying to figure out to me, a mod is rewire or, repainting, something like that. um, it's I don't know, Billy. Yeah, I was just trying to figure it out because there's hundreds, if not thousands, of well, let's mod a guitar, and it literally, um, putting a pure tone jack in it, and that's it. That's a mod. Well, technically, I guess because it is better than the original, and you did change something. But when I think of mod, it's my own personal definition is it's a lot more than just one or two things. Anything but just changing strings. Hey, but what if you change to different size string? See that's just a blanket term, and it just it could be misleading. Modifying from its stock setup. There you go. I mean, it's no difference in hot rodding a car. Hey, Mad. So it I was just trying to figure out what you guys and gals consider a mod to a guitar. Multi. Yeah, I mean, swapping a neck is technically a mod. Um, it's just, and I don't have a problem with anything switching out even your tone knobs, tone and volume knobs to something else. I don't know if that would be considered. I mean, it falls under the term mod, but it really doesn't do anything for well, I guess if you prefer, I don't like top hat style knobs. I do not like them. I like the metal knurled and now recently flat top knob. So by just taking a top hat knob off and putting one of those on, it doesn't improve the performance of the guitar, but it improves, to me, the feel off and on or volume up and down, whatever. So is that technically a mod or not? I mean, I know it's a big rabbit hole to go down into, but there's just something in. I mean, I don't know, and it's never going to change. We're not going to say, hey, we're doing a show tonight where we're changing volume knobs, tone knobs, and input jack. It sounds much cooler to say, hey, we're doing guitar mods tonight. Now, the Kramer that I did for Laz, that's a mod. I reshaped the back of the neck, redid the frets, drilled holes, loop or 3D printed covers or cover, routed it out, changed the wiring, had to route out inside the cavity for the new switch to even fit in there. So yeah, that was definitely a mod. But basically what I'm asking is what level. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It's never going to change. Everybody's going to say it's a mod. So I don't know. I just wondering what you guys thought about that. What literally constitutes the term modification to the guitar? You know, well, there you go. Change aesthetics, yes. But all that stuff gets lumped into the term modding the guitar. Because then you could say, uh, you could say, like what I did to Laz's guitar, that Kramer, that was definitely a mod. But I know what I want to say, but I can't figure out how to say it. So mod versus upgrading. Okay. Lewis. Let me find. Oh, wrong mouse. God dang it. Hold on. Let me look here. County. I mean, routing out the cavity body. It just always interested me. Mod meaning adding to the guitar. Well, mod as in just modifications to the guitar. And hopefully you're making, the ideal goal was to make the modifications so the guitar plays better, sounds better, would be the first two most important, then looks better would be the third. But I was just trying to figure out what everybody considers as a mod. Because some shows, list, hey, we're modding something tonight, and you get on there and there's nothing, it's not a mod, it's just a part swap. And not even parts swap to improve performance. So is a mod, I almost had an idea what I want to, so as a mod, would you describe a mod as enhancing the guitar's overall performance or enhancing the look of the guitar, even though the performance never changed? I'm kind of looking for something in between there. Yeah, Rock. Yeah, you're right. My idea, if you're going to mod a guitar, it's to make the guitar better. Looks being the last thing to worry about, unless it's already plays great, sounds great. Now I want to make it look better. Okay. So if that's the only thing you're doing to it, technically that's a modification. So I don't know. It's just a weird, it's just a weird terminology that gets, it's blanket. I mean, I don't know. But obviously the sound and playing is the first thing. You got to play better, you got to sound better. Then look would be third. When you're modding a car, 9 times out of 10, it's to get better performance. So, I guess it just depends. But never, if you have a vintage guitar, don't do anything to it. Sometimes even cleaning it would decrease the value. I watched that show that or the video the video that Dane posted yesterday, making that old garage sale guitar playable. I thought he did an excellent job on that. I really did like that 335 type looking guitar. I don't even know what brand it was now. Well, like Eddie angling the pickup to get the strings in line with the poles. That was a mod. So yeah, you got to watch what you do, but I guess I just don't like the term mod, and I don't mean B. Arthur. So, although you guys didn't know this, she was in World War II and a highly decorated veteran. 71 quarter was kind of mild. So like I said, today I was watching some videos, and every time I said guitar mod, I clicked on it to see what they were doing, and half of them were just didn't do anything, just no improvement at all, and I don't know, just different. That's all. I just wonder what you guys thought was a mod. What would be considered mod? Well, there you go, Peggy. Yeah, you would be surprised. I remember, I wish to God I'd have knew then what I know now. When I was a kid in the 70s, I remember a lot of people around here, Shady Side had its spring cleanup, which they did for years, and they quit doing it. Then they started doing it again. And I remember, riding my bicycle up and down alleys and seeing all these old guitars and old amps thrown in the trash. Like we're talking Fender amps, Gibson Fender guitars, just thrown out in the trash. And I never, I was a kid, I didn't think about it. Wish I could have had that. See that now, I'd grab them. That's a good one. Throwing a trap, setting a trap to catch a good luthier. So yeah, it's just I just wanted to get that out of the way and see where you guys were, what actually is considered a mod in your eyes. So, Billy, are you still here? Because I'm going to share a reverb listing that you might like. I know he's on duty, so. All right, here we go. I'm going to share this screen and we're going to look at this. Look at that, Billy. That's not yours, is it, Billy? I love we got Gooby Gone up here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, definitely that thing needs cleaned and waxed. The guy uses rigid tools. Billy has one of these, and he's going to sell it. I don't know why. but he's going to. That one obviously needs cleaned and waxed. Yeah, I emailed them to Mad earlier today, Billy. Yeah, needs a good cleaning. But there you go. So that's kind of neat. So let me go back to here and we will stop sharing that page and we'll find another one. Okay. Oh, add the stage. All right. So what we got here? So he wants 800 for that one. He was asking 1,000. Local pickup here for 172. Hey, that tremolo with the pink hardware would go on that one. Okay, so let's go back here. Any of the other ones here you guys want to see? Need to tell Derek about that, Billy. He wants one of those. Snake skin. Hey, Billy, look here. Hey, Tone. Thank you, Stroob. Let's see what this looks like. Only two. Oh, okay. I do have a coffin case like that. Those are cool. Well, mine's metal. Those are pretty cool. Hey, look, he's got the Brady Bunch grass. Hmm. didn't work. Nope. Pile of skulls. Okay. So let's go back here. And I got to come back to sharing again. I'm getting better at all this. I do want one of these white ones, but I want one with a Floyd, the Pro Dinky, like my Sunburn. Oh, there we go. Oh, doesn't have the Floyd tremolo. Hmm. Jackson early 80s vintage guitar neck. It's got the star inlays like the Kramer star or Jersey star, whatever that is. Hey, look here. That got the reverse. Yeah. 99, 949. Look at that. I can tell you that is a good guitar. I got one sitting behind me. Well, the funny part though, Rocky, is Randy never had a Floyd. The only two he had with tremolos were both original Fender Strat tremolos. And his Black Concord, the last one he actually got, that he actually got to play on stage, didn't have a tremolo in it. It was uh, string through. So that's a good guitar, man. That one really is. Go back to here and go back to this. Okay. So any on here you guys want to see, or anything you want me to look up? Wow, that sure dropped in price. Custom shop purple. Jackson JS signed by Knocked Loose. Yeah, see, I want one of these in the white with the Floyd on it, like this. But I don't like that. Each one of these is different, also, by the way. Purple King V. Where was that at? Is the back a page? I don't see. Oh, you want me to look one up? I thought you meant there was one on here. Yeah, hold on. I will. Hold on. Let me. Yeah, when you get the one of these, there it's like a wow, that's an ugly pattern. Way too busy. The grain of the wood, but that's like too. They yeah, they put the wrong pieces together on that one. But I would like to have one of these with the Floyd, but not that busy. Hmm. Yeah, that's just too busy of a wood grain pattern there. Hmm. Okay, you want me to look up a purple King V Floyd? All right, let's see what we can find. There you go, Mad. Well, that's not a King V. Wow. Come on. And they just have the road style. Hmm. Only 4 pages. Wow, I can't believe there's not a purple King V. Hmm. It's a purple mirror. Looks more pink than anything. Wow. Well, Mad, there isn't one, so you need to make one. Make one and sell it on here. This is reverb, Lewis. So let me look for purple Charvel. Dang it. What am I doing here? Char-V-E-L. There we go. Where's the R? There. Oh, come on. Purple Charvel, SoCal. No, I don't want the SoCal. I want the SoCal, dang it. Yeah, they got one that's not a custom shop. All right, let me do this. Oh, sorry. Wow, that's it? Okay. Well, let's go back to just the purple Charvel, and it showed more. I saw one that looked like this right here, but it wasn't a custom shop. And I love that color. Hmm. Okay, so let me back to here. Wow, I can't believe. Hmm. Crazy. Oh, okay. So let's look up. Oh, wait. Oh, Derek's not here. All right, hold on. Let's do this. Yep, that's it. So we want. See if this does anything. Yep. So the red one I have hanging on the wall behind me, he asked, he said last night, I think it was, he wanted to get one, and I told him good luck, because there are not that many on there, and the red ones very, very seldom show up used. Reword it. We got Jackson red. Let's see this. That's why it took me such a long time to get that red one I have hanging behind me. There we go. I do like that strap. I think it's kind of neat. I like this one, but I don't think I would like it enough to actually buy one. I think it's a cool looking guitar. Yeah, there we go. I think that's a nice looking guitar, but I don't know if I would ever buy one. They got great necks. So wait, look at the back of the neck. 5-piece wood. The back, the body. It's gorgeous guitar. It's funny because from the back to the front, it looks like completely two different guitars. Hmm. Okay, so what else do we have here in red? The heck kind of fretboard is all custom? Look at that fretboard. No, I don't like that. That makes my OCD go nuts. Nope, don't like that one. All right, go back here. Anything you guys want me to look up? Certain guitar or anything? But you all know I'm a big fan of Jackson. So wow, that's a crappy paint job there. And that's a custom shop? You gotta be kidding me. I can't zoom it in. Yeah, I wouldn't do that one. I'll scroll back up in a minute, Mad. Wait a minute. Nitro Age Fiesta Red with original hard case. Music Zoo exclusive. It's only $6,000, but on a good note, they only charge them $70 to ship it. Wow. I think that's a little bit too much. I need that case for my Predator blood one. Hmm. Yep. So, okay, let's do this. Let's look up. Just super strats. Any company, any color. Six Flags Supergirl Strat. $150 local pickup. Hmm. Carvin. Okay. How is that a tiger stripe? Unbranded dork super strat mid 80s. Unknown super strat style replacement body unloaded black $64. I've seen this one before. Yeah, I don't like the purple one. Funk guitars. Hey, free shipping. Hmm. That up there. Ooh, I like this paint job. Arctic Schmear. I do like that paint job. I don't know if I care too much for the pick guard. $6,500 plus tax. Kind of looks like a Picasso painting. Okay, I definitely don't care for the headstock. I like the tuners though. Those are kind of neat, but that headstock needs replaced. Good night, John. Thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, do not like the headstock, but I love the paint job. I don't know if I'd have went with the perloid. On this one, I may have eliminated the cover plate here, made sure the back behind the strings and everything was painted the same way, and not put the 6 holes in it. I just don't think I would have done the. I do like the paint job. I will admit that. So, all right. All right. Hmm. Tar building templates. That looks more like a unbranded body. What body you guys think that looks like? That an Ibanez body? Yeah. Heck, that's not a bad deal. I wonder, you can't tell. So I wonder if that, well, let's see. Let's do this. Oh, it's the front is a veneer and not just a sticker. It actually has a texture to it. I say, I wonder if that was a real snakeskin. Hmm. The Bronx, the New York, the Bronx. It would be an interesting build. Build it with gold hardware, gold bridge, gold pickups. A roasted maple neck. That'd be kind of neat. Hmm. That's what we could look for. Hold on, hold on. Let's look for 24 fret. Void ready. Next. Let's see what we got here. Look, Mad, there you go. There's a 90s made in Japan neck, $299. One for 400. Japan 459. Free shipping. Made in Japan. Ibanez 400. Wow, that's all. Oh. What I need is a 22 fret Charvel Pro Mod. Sorry, my typing's not the great because my helix is in the way. Dang, that's what I need right there. I need one of these in maple. Well, I mean this exact thing. Let me guess. Wait, who is this from? Yep. I want the maple. I want this exact neck to put on the green metallic Charvel. Somebody has one and wants a rosewood one, let me know. I'll trade you. That's right. MPN's got an Ibanez neck if anybody's looking for one. Hmm. Okay, let's see. Do this. Floyd Rose parts. What's on reverb? Okay. Floyd Rose 1000 one of a kind with carbon fiber arm and detuna. And the burnt chrome. Let's do that. Can we go high to low? Wow. That's what's on Mr. Bones. I actually don't. Oh, oh, there's the guitar loaded, except for the neck. 849. Here's one for you, Billy. That's actually not a bad deal. Hmm. That's really not a bad deal right there. But the thing is, you can't use a detuna on a full floating tremolo. Hmm. Hey, there we go. Yeah, here's what I was saying. See the pattern of the grain on that one, and then this one. Between the two, I like this one better. Yeah, I saw that. My buddy's got one. I'm into that whole less is more thing. So you got both the Marzio pickups, the Floyd 1000, the arm, pots, switch, add a neck. You're ready to go. Hmm. Yeah, that's not a bad deal either. But I like this one better. One for $5.99. Yeah, there's a lot of listings on here, and I have the Floyd Rose saved on my, so it pops up automatically whenever one gets listed. There you go, MPN. Yeah, I've never tried one of these. Hmm. Oh well. All right, we'll stop doing this. So, right, let me get rid of that. Stop sharing. All right, come back over here. That down. There we go. All right. Yeah, the burnt chrome does look good, and it would probably, I don't know. I don't know how good it would look on the rainbow one. The mirrored one, I could put pretty much anything in that, but so yeah, it well, make sure she's not behind me. See, my burnt chrome or my sunburned Charvel. And that's not too busy of a grain. And I did do the trim and everything in red on this. And this is the one that I swapped the pickups with. Hey, Greasy. So yeah, it was like hey, Peggy, would that organization just do it there? Oh, you did get the package, Mr. Mick? Okay. Okay, you can if you have a it's for shallower strap locks, but you can mount like if you like that I can make more once I get the printer to recognize the ugh. You can screw it to a wall and hang your straps on it. Hmm. So you guys, before I forget, you guys have heard all the songs so far, I think. let me do this. Okay, you've heard all the King's Men, Alone in the Echo, My Hell, My Demons of War, One Night Eternal, Plainfield, Road of Fire and Tears, Some Strange Reason, Devil's Blueprint, Knives Behind Her Eyes, Lizzie's Lie, Lost But Not Alone, Jack the Ripper, Dark Love, Broken Trust, Death is Coming, and Alone in the Echo. I never thought about it. You mean what you just to play him or to actually re-record it? You know what? You guys may not have heard Death is Coming because I didn't like the mix on it, so I don't think I played that one. I don't know. Russell never had to do that before. I never had anybody ask me that before. Yeah, you guys heard All the King's Men, Alone in the Dark, Broken Trust, Dark Love. But I don't think I played Death is Coming because I didn't like the way he mixed it with the background vocals. So I don't even think I ever played that one. Then there's I Believe, but that was actually a gospel song I wrote about a friend of mine. Um, hmm. Do you guys want to hear Death is Coming? It was actually one of the first ones I got back. Yeah, it was one of the first ones that I got back from him, and I'm like, man, but I couldn't do nothing about it. I didn't like how he did the background vocals in it. All right, let's see. Do I have it on? Hold on. All right, ready? This is Death is Coming. If you guys don't like it, don't be afraid to tell me that. Louder or up, down?
Black sky bearing down my neck, ash falls like a funeral hymn. Time decays in broken hands. Every heartbeat wearing thin. Great whisper beneath my feet. Names erased, but still speak. Time carving through my bones. I was never meant to keep. Flesh is weak, it splits and bends. Writing truth beneath the skin. Every cry falls to dust. No salvation waits within. Hear the tolling of iron bells, calling me where science dwells. Death wears a crown of flame, calling softly. I hear my name. No escape, no sacred breath. It looks at me with endless depth. Death in shadows, cold embrace.
Be right back.
Time erased without a trace. From the womb into the void. Every soul is now destroyed. Eyes like coals in hollow night, watching the world decay. Kings and liars, saints and thieves, everyone dies all the same. Blood runs black beneath the moon, choking on your final breath. Truth revealed in a final gasp. No one's coming, no one cares. Drag me down below, where the light never goes. Strip my breath.
I don't like that part.
Baptized in the grip of death. I saw the end before my birth. A silent God, a dying earth. Heaven waits, no fire, fear. Endless night drawing near. Death carved in every living thing. Final truth, all suffering brings. Oh, we die, it fades to black. There's no returning back. Takes my body, leave the pain. Nothing lost is lasting gain. Close my eyes, let me drift into my endless rift. Ash to ash, bone to dust. In the end, nothing trusts. Silence grows cold and deep. Death has come to claim its keep.
So I did not like how he did the middle section, the background vocals on there. And I don't know, there was just something about it I didn't care about. So that's why I never played it. Hold on, Mr. Mick, I'm getting these ready. Maybe. And I knew that going into it because, like I said, he was doing it for free, so it's not like I could say, hey, you got to do it again. But yeah, I didn't like that version. Hold on, Mr. Mick. Mr. Mick sent some photos of his guitar room. And I am copying them. To show. Glad you're a fan of Jackson. Okay. All right. Okay, here is Mr. Mick's guitar room. And I see the martinis. Hold on. Got the Charvels. Hey, I know this one. I know that one intimately. Ooh, is it that white one? That white one right there in front. You're killing me. You're killing me with that. You are killing me with that. Now, just got a new subscriber. Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much, sir. Or, well, Chris could be either male or female. Thank you. Yeah, the Pro Origin. I want to get one of those. Because I mean, that's basically a Model 2 from 86, 87, 88. But I don't like the white. I'd have to paint it. So, Mr. Mick, you want to come on the show? Right now, I'll send you a link. Oh, okay. Anybody in here want to come on the show right now? I'll send you a link. We're an hour and a half into this. Oh, 80s guitars, Jim, have never left for me. Yeah, I want the Pro Origin single pickup Lloyd Rose. single knob. But I show you the next paint job I want to do right here. And I'm thinking about doing it to the Warrior, although it's got limited area to where I can do it. So that's why it might not look as cool as I want it to be. So let me see. Well, I may have deleted that photo. Dang it, that sucks. Hmm. But this is the next custom. Well, for myself, I should say. If I could ever find it. Right here. And this is why I was saying that white strap with the red blood on it would go perfect with that. So, Mr. Mick, if I had that white one, this is what I'd do to it. I thought about doing it to the Warrior, but you could see I'd have to have the handprint like either down low or up above, not in the middle. Come on, get out of it. Yeah. The towers of power. All right, Mad, be careful. Don't dream about any particular person. Yeah, here's the one that purple. This one was I didn't buy it. I didn't have the money when it was on Reverb. This is a purple metallic Charvel San Dimas. It doesn't show the color, right? But it's a beautiful guitar. Yeah, that doesn't show the color at all. My Dennis Klein Kramer. This was the, remember I told you guys about the church guitar that I gave to that guy? That's it right there. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, there's so many cool guitars out there. But yeah, that thing's a gorgeous color purple. It just doesn't show up on that camera very well. So anything you guys want to talk about? We can go another 20 minutes or 30, whatever. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, I mean, there are so many, and I just want them all. I can't. But it does make it nice when you can create them yourself. And Peggy, you're going to have to send me your guitar, and we'll see what we can do to it. So anybody got any questions or comments or criticism? I can take criticism too. But see, this is why I didn't go to the bench tonight, because you guys have seen me do this 100 times. And I already did the leveling on it. Now I'm just starting to do the recrowning. So, but I figured you guys didn't want to watch that. So, okay, Mr. Mick, I can tell you this from Cole used to work at Sam Ash, and his comment would be, people would walk in with guitars that they modded like crazy, and they'd be like, "Hey, this was a 500." Well, let's use Laz's giveaway guitar for example. That's 100. He got it on sale for 150. The guitar usually sells for 380 to 450. Let's just say that. And he's got $1,000 worth of parts in it. So if you go from, let's just say, let's just for example, let's just say $300 that guitar. So you got $1,000 just in parts, and he really does. So you're at $1,300, and you're talking at least $800 to $1,000 for what I and T-Bone did. So if you count that, you're at $2,000 or $2,300. And then you take it to trade it in. That's why I say never trade a guitar into like Guitar Center. Now, someone like Dane is different, because that is a buy, sell, and trade store. Guitar Center is going to look at that and say, well, we sell this on sale for $150, which means they probably pay $99 for it. And doesn't matter what you got in it, it's still $150 guitar. So when Cole was at Sam Ash, he said people would come in all the time and say, hey, well, I upgraded the Floyd to real Floyd, which the special is even a real Floyd's for that matter. But, whatever. I put DiMarzios in it, and it got these, Grover tuners and everything. And Cole said we would just look at him and say, sorry, your best bet is to take it home, put it all back to original, then bring it back, because the price isn't going to be any different. And you're going to be out all that high dollar stuff. So he'll, if I get him on here, he'll tell you that's what they told him. It doesn't matter. I mean, as a player or a tech or whatever, those people would know, yeah, that's high dollar stuff, but no one's going to want to pay for that. They don't care that you paid $300 for a German Floyd Rose. So that's what he said. We literally told him, so say like Laz's guitar. So walk in there and they say, well, we'll give you $200. Yeah, but it's got $1,000 worth of, doesn't matter. $200. So just take it home, take your stuff off of it, put it back to original, bring it back, and we'll give you $200 again. And you get to keep your stuff. Well, that would be a tough one, Mr. Mick, because most people who wanted that guitar wanted it with a Floyd Rose. Like when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, I got to have that. Then I zoomed in on the photo and saw that it didn't have a Floyd Rose. I was like, well, that sucks. I have to route it and put one in. Granted, not everybody can do that. I understand that. But the fact that guitar is a $1,300 guitar, and you did have done to it what people wanted that guitar to have. So, that might be one of the exceptions. But when you're talking, a $150 to $400 guitar, and you put double that price in the parts, it's just best to take the parts back out, put it back to original, because you're not going to get any more out of it. In your situation with that one, though, I don't think you would. I don't think you'd lose money on that one, only because the caliber guitar it is anyhow, with the price, and you did what they want. It's routed and it's got the new Floyd on it, the American Floyd. So I guess issue would be the initial price point of the guitar, because there comes a point where it's like, well, now you're just throwing money away. And there are a couple that I've done that to here, put more money into it than the guitar was worth, but I'm not doing it to sell. I'm doing it because that's what I wanted, and I'm going to keep it, and I play it. So a bunch of these guitar, well, I mean, I didn't do 60 songs, but a bunch of the guitars in here I have used on recordings for different sounds. So So you paid 800. You could probably sell that. And here's the catch. I think it would either sell quickly, like within 48 hours, or it would sit for a few weeks. There wouldn't be any, a week later. I think because people who want that guitar the way it is done now, and you don't see them on Reverb, they would be like, okay, I'm going to take it before it goes because there's no other ones. So it would either go right away, or it would sit for a little bit. I don't think there'd be any in between. But people were going to know, hey, this was a $1,400 guitar new. Now you add in American Floyd and whoever did the routing, put a video of it playing, and there you go. Greasy, yeah, that's funny. That would be great if I could get to that level where that really would matter and help you guys out. But I don't know. But I agree with you. Yeah, but actually, Mr. Mick, what we did to that guitar is what everybody, including me, wanted done to it. Yeah, true. So I think if you listed that guitar, you wouldn't have a problem selling it for 14. So, but I wouldn't sell it. What's Laz say? The Ron Gunner treatment. It would be nice if that mattered, because then you guys need to sell a guitar, work on it, get you some more money out of it. Right now, the best thing I've done is showed Billy Ray how to hollow flash, because he's making money off of that. I'm not even making money off hollow flashing. I do sign them. And I did sign that one underneath the strings or springs. And I think I may even sign it in the neck pocket. I'm not sure. Thank you, Mr. Mick. Yeah, I signed a Kramer for Laz. I signed them all. Anyone I custom do, I sign. Thank you, Jim. Peggy sends me her guitar, I'll sign it too. I'll sign it in ink. Actually, Peggy has the shirt from Faith. Excuse me. Let me get a drink. Peggy won a shirt from Faith and Failure. And I didn't know it at the time, but that was a limited edition shirt. So they only had so many made. They're sold out. Peggy's got one, and I don't. So it's I hope they bring it back, at least, for a special order or something. Let's see. We are, yeah. Well, the chat, we're getting questions and stuff now, though. Yeah, Peggy, you do. I don't think that it was just a limited run they did on that shirt. Well, Mr. Mick, it got in right in time, in between other projects. I know she doesn't have to go outside. She was just out. So, but yeah, the painting. I hate giving estimates on the paint jobs because I can't control the weather, for one. Now the paint booth is going to help. What I need, I would love to find a some kind of sponsor from a body shop, or I don't even know if Stu Mac would have one. But I need something that has room, in a lot of room for a guitar body. That would be an infrared heater. Because that's my problem is, I put the paint on, and the paint is usually lacquer or base coat, and so that doesn't take long. It's the clear, like on Mr. Mick's guitar, or not Mr. Mick, CC's guitar, where I put I did the paint, and then put the 5150 decal on. So decal, raises above the body quite a bit. And then I had to clear and clear and clear, and then do it again and again and again to get it to where when I sanded it to buff it out, which it ended up, we did like a kind of a dull finish. But where that 5150 decal is on the back of the guitar, or behind the bridge, you can't feel it. It's completely smooth. So that's a lot of clear, and it took forever to dry. And while you guys saw it that one night, I did it, and it all cracked. So I had to sand it down, put even more on it. And so if I could get an infrared, just some kind of box, or some kind of heater box that I could just hang a guitar body in and turn it on and just leave it in there overnight, and I could do the turnaround so much quicker on paint jobs. But when I, comes in, I get it all ready to paint, then it's raining. So I can't paint in the rain. So, you do stuff like that, or you get it painted and you get ready to clear, and the weather, or it gets cold, or the humidity's way too high. Ohio does get a high humidity. So there's just a lot of variables in there. So when I was doing the paint jobs for the store, they, on the paperwork that people would sign, would be anywhere from 30 days to 4 months before it was completed. And it was just all because of variations in the weather. Had I been able to do it in the store, like initially was planned, then that would have cut it down to about 2 weeks. So the paint booth is going to help. And now with the heater in the garage, I'll be able to go farther into the winter, or fall and winter this year, with between the paint booth and the heater. But I need to get some kind of infrared heater to dry. So they went from 1 to 4 months was the wait time for those guitars. Now you got Rich. Rich has been waiting about 13 months for his. And Dane sent me his in October, and then you all saw the weather we had all winter here in Ohio. And the sad part is I have Dane's ready to paint. So the weather is a big hang up. That's the only bad part. But again, between the paint booth, the garage heater, and then a drying heater, if I can get that, then it really wouldn't matter. And, except for like probably December or January, because when it got so cold here this January, high temperature was still minus, and the lows with wind chills, gee, many, crazy. I'd have to look into that. See, I've never done any of the UV cured stuff. But again, I'm using the car paints, and especially the clear. That I love that clear. That the one I'm using, the Auto HQ. That's the company, the brand Auto HQ. Super wet show car gloss, and I love the way that goes out. I love the way it's nice hard finish. Thank you, Peggy. I that's why I don't think people believe me, but I love just hanging out here. So the paint jobs, I can't. I would love to turn them around in 2 weeks. That would be beneficial to me too, but I can't. Right now I can't do that. Plus that car that clear is it's durable. It'll take a little bit before it damages. Where now if you take one of these off the wall here and drop a screwdriver, it's going to leave a dent, big mark on those. If that did happen, there's enough clear on there that you could actually sand it down, feather it out, buff it out. You never knew it was there. I do. Hold on now, this is stuck. I do love this guitar. I love this guitar, but like I said, he's only had it for a few months. So, but the Dane has one in black. It's all black, and I think where this is black here, I think the one Dane has. I'm trying to remember. Either the body's satin black and the fins like this outlines are gloss, or it's reversed. The body's gloss and these are flat black. And it's got the black upside down inlays. But I love this guitar, and it's a shame that it's not here hanging on the wall. Supposed to get it today, it never showed up. So my friend Jed, the black one he did a video. You'd have to ask Billy, but Dane did do a video of the overstock, the guitars that he keeps behind the counter in the cases around the pedal case. It was in there. It's just like that, but black, and it comes with the case too. Excuse me. So it's either satin black with the gloss black outlines, or it's gloss black with flat black outlines. And it's got the black upside down shark fins. Same guitar, reverse. It's a reverse headstock, which I personally love reverse headstocks, by the way. I have, well, counting that one now, it's not mine, but I think there's 7 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 count. Yeah, I got 7 counting that one in here. Yeah, I do. You know, I used to get made fun of. So you don't play those. I do. I'm in this room every day, and I make a point, and this is part of the OCD. I don't like them to get dirty or dusty. So I'll play a few different ones every day and wipe it off, put it back. Next day, a couple other ones. Now, the only ones I haven't played for a while is obviously the Sandoval because I got it strings off of it because I don't want anybody to play it. Mr. Mick, toothpaste logo? No. Oddly enough, as much as I love Charvel, I never loved the Charvel toothpaste logo. I like original logo shaped like a guitar. Then I know people say, yeah, but the Jackson's a toothpaste logo. But yeah, but the Charvel version I just didn't like. So all my Charvels that I have here and in storage all have the original logo. So yeah, I don't think they believe that I played them, but I do play them. The big headstock ones. What do you mean by that? I only have one Jackson that's got the different headstock on it. This red soloist. And I initially did not like this headstock. I hated it. But I loved the guitar so much. The guitar plays freaking awesome. Man, it looks like crap. Oh, I know why. Because the light color. There we go. That's a little bit better. This thing plays so great. So I bought it, neck through, and now it's weird because the headstock's actually grown on me now. I like it. And what they did was try to get the G string down farther for the tuning to help. But basically, all this is, if you take that sum off of it, it's basically the other head shape. They just didn't trim the bottom off as much. Oh, Billy Ray sent a picture of Dane's guitar. Okay, hold on. This has Fishman's in it. Okay, here is the one. All right, here's the one Dane has. Oh, it's dirty in here. It's all gloss. Even the end where that one's black gloss, this one's all gloss, but hold on. But I still don't know what he wants for this. When he did the video, he's like he had to research because he didn't know what they were valued at. So this is the one Dane has. Let me turn this back down. Too far. Hold on. Here's the one Dane has. It's just like that, but black. Come on, focus up. And it's got the hard shell case. I like the black inlays. Come on, focus, dang it. See if I can. And then the Jackson logo looks to be in silver. So, but I don't know what he wants for it. Because even in the video, he didn't have a price. He never told you. Oh. Yeah, I when I saw that, I told Billy, I said, I'd like to have that one. But it is what it is. I did take some cool photos of the red one on the bench. Oh, and I found this too. I don't know how much these are. I want to find out. Now look, that comes in clear. So yeah, it's still there. I don't know if Dane never did a restring video on it. I don't think. Did he, Billy? I don't think he did. I've seen it on the like inventory videos twice. He's never said a price. So yeah, I don't know what he wants for it. Now, like I said, that was a new open box, and he got it for $700 with a gator case, but it's not the shape of the case or the guitar. It's a big freaking case. Actually, I'd like to have Dane on here someday. I want to have Dane on here. I want to have Rob on here because Rob and I hit it off pretty good on Laz's show. Even though Laz tried to talk over him every time Rob started an answer. There's quite a few people I want to get on here. You know, people in the chat. I've said this all along. You guys in the chat. You want to get on here? Let me know. You know, I'm trusting that. I mean, I don't think I have anything to worry about here. I'm trusting that people don't get on here and all of a sudden become a jerk and say something that shouldn't be said. But again, I don't think I have that issue with everybody that's here now. But yeah, I would love to have you guys on here and show your guitars or your guitar rooms, studios, whatever you want to call them. Billy, you're going to be sad when you sell that crackle at Rainbow. You're going to be sad. Beautiful guitar. Hey, Brian. Yep, beautiful guitar, man. I wouldn't do it. But see, I don't understand this whole buying guitar and keeping it for 2 weeks and stuff. Brent does that too. I never wanted to sell any of them, even the ones I did. That light, there we go. No, that's not. Might be a little bit better. But yeah. And you got the purple hardware on the bridge now. And this came from Bay Area Rich. Thank you, Rich. But yeah, I just don't. I don't get that. I never did. I never wanted to sell the ones I did have. The ones I did sell. But beautiful guitar. They sound great. But yeah, Octo buys a guitar and then he some of them I think since I've known him now for 3 years, little right around 3 years, I think the longest he's had one was 3 months. Other than that, they're within a month, they're off to somewhere else. And I get it. It's like, you buy it and you find someone to trade. So you're not spending, you're getting a bunch of different guitars without really spending a lot of money. But you don't get to keep them. So that's the whole thing. But this is also the only soloist I have that's got the maple neck too. All the other ones have ebony. These, dang it, hate that headphone. So the Rainbow Crackle, wrong way, the Mirror, and the Red Mercury Crackle, those are all 3 Jackson Soloist Pros. The mirrored one and the rainbow one have the 2 singles and 1 hum. That's double hum. So those are all 3 pros, and I have 2 other ones. This one is another 2 hum. This is a pro. And then the one that I sanded, buffed out. This one's also a pro. And they all, 4 of them have the ebony, and that rainbow one has the maple. Well, this one's not a pro soloist. I love this one. Wow, that don't look like the same color yellow on the screen. More of an orangish yellow than what it's showing right there. Wait, let me see. Change the. I love the crackle finish. I've always loved, and then I had in the 80s I had the Predator 3DR, which was reverse headstock, Charvel. It was lava crackle, and it wasn't just orange and black. It was orange, black crackle with yellow, so it literally looked lava. That's the one that was stolen off stage during our break. And the funny part was, sitting right next to it was my yellow ESP. And my yellow ESP at that time, I think I paid $750 for the 3DR. Excuse me. And I paid $2,700 for the ESP and another $300 and some for the Floyd. So you could have got three of the Predators for what I paid for the ESP. And I know they took it because the other one was just all yellow, and the lava crackle looks cool. It's not just orange, it's not just yellow, it's a combination of both. I love it. And the Starving Musician, where Rich lives, they have one there. They want $2,200, I think, for it. But yeah, I have that picture of Cole holding it when he was like 16 or 18 months old. I don't know how well it's going to look in here, but you can kind of see the lava. I mean, it's neat. It's not just orange like that one there, and not yellow like that one. It was literally a combination of the both, and just flowed. And they call it lava crackle, which is kind of cool because you watch lava when it starts to harden, you see the dark spots on it. Yeah, here it is. Now it's not going to look that good on here, but yeah, you can see the orange and the yellow. I love that guitar. So yeah, Jackson, a lot of people don't like Grover, but he saved a failing Charvel company. When Wayne sold him, because Grover worked for Wayne, then Grover bought it off of him, but he also bought the debt that Wayne owed with the company. So Grover not only saved that, and when Randy came in and said, well, put your name on it, Jackson, created Jackson Guitars, and it went up. And everybody's like, well, Kramer was the king in the 80s because of Eddie. Well, watch a bunch of hair metal bands from the 80s that did videos on MTV. You do see a lot more Jackson guitars in videos than you do Kramer's. Oh, Billy wants me to show his guitars. Here's his hollow flash. Always hold the phone at an angle instead of. That's Billy's hollow flash. Here's his crimson swirl. But you better not sell that one. Then the video. Wait, where's the video? Here's the video. There you go. And I think it's funny that Billy learned how to do the hollow flash from me, and then he's turning around and making money with it. That's cool. That's a success story of this channel. I love that. But I'm telling you, Billy, you sell that rainbow crackle, you'll regret it. Oh, you sent me. Oh, on. Ah. I can't get on Facebook Messenger, Peggy. Or not Messenger, Marketplace. They banned me years ago because I was selling a rifle magazine. Just like others I had saw on there. And they banned me from it for life. And even when I tried to appeal it, I'll click here for appeal. And it goes, oh, no internet connection when I'm on the internet. So I'll have to take a photo of it. Is that an EVH one? Yeah. Okay, here's what Peggy saw on Facebook Marketplace. So there you go. 1300 with the case. See, that looks like the old Charvel cases from the 80s. They were the tweed like that with the red fur inside. This is, I love this. They call this 2D art. And I would like to have this on the other side. Check it out. Let me hold the camera here. The photo is on an angle, but it looks like the guitar amp and part of the mic stand are sticking out of the photo, but they're not. And it's not 3-way or 3D art, it's called 2D art. I thought that was pretty cool. And again, for those of you who are newer here, at 500 subscribers, Billy Ray is generous enough to give away this guitar. Absolutely free to whoever wins it. The photo, it looks like it has pink pickups, but they're red. So we will pick the winner. You email me your address. I, in turn, will text it to Billy, and Billy will send you a guitar. And wouldn't cost you a dime. All you got to do, be a subscriber to the channel. So thank you, Billy, for doing that. And I'm going to make a short with this, showing the photos, like a one minute short to post on the channel too. So, and actually label it 500 subscribe guitar giveaway. There we go. So, any other things you guys want to discuss? Oh, okay. Here, well, I was going to show you this. Oh, 332. Cool. Not Dave, the bass player that's coming here at the end of the month. The one who replaced him, who was actually in the band longer, Jeff, or we always called him Buff. And to prove to you, I tell you guys all the time that I am all the guys that ever in the band or that we shared stage with, either we opened for them or they opened for us. At one time or other, there was always jam where everybody played, some kind on stage with everybody. So the other day, I get a text from Jeff. He's at he's at a guitar store, sees a guitar, snaps a picture of it, sends it to me in capital letters, puts all you. He knows what I like. There you go. So it's like, people know I love Jacksons for one. So if you guys, I don't ask for subs. That's, if you want to, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. But I'm just saying, when we do get to 500, that guitar is going to be picked. We're going to pick the winner. Then you send me your information, mailing address, and I will give it to Billy. And don't worry, Billy's a police officer. It's not like he's going to do anything. And then he will send you his guitar. And again, thank you, Billy, for donating that for the channel. And you get a free guitar. Somebody's going to get a free guitar. Yeah, the only thing I can think of, Peggy, is the wheel of names. But to put 500 names in there, I don't know about that. We might have to figure out something. We'll come across something somehow. I'd ask you to do it, Peggy, but you'd probably end up winning. Then everybody would start yelling, fixed, fixed, fixed. So. Yeah, so the night we do it would, and if we put all 500 subs in there, or just the people that's in the chat that night, but it will be announced. It's not going to be a surprise thing. So A guy naked in front of a store. Can you say crack? Yeah, I mean, because there's no way to put 500 names down, and you don't know who it is anyhow. You just have to put the channel. So it would be probably whoever's in the chat, but it would be announced, that this is the time it's being drawn for. So that would have to be what it would, that way I would say. So anything else that we need to talk about? Or we can just call it 2 hours and 23 or 30, 33 minutes. I think it's funny you can play a couple different songs in the same exact position. Man on the Silver Mountain. Oh. Okay, so that's Man on the Silver Mountain, which is right here. Then Smoke on the Water. And then there was another one. Like, what was it? Well, no, there's 4. I can't think of the other one, but the. Been a while since I played that. But there's another one that's pretty, and I can't remember what it was now. Oh well. All right, everybody. Just because we might just sub, but never. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you try to make it fair. I mean, if you're here in the chat, you have a chance to win it. That's it. And everybody that's in the chat, dang it, everybody, and I don't even drink apple juice. Everybody that's in the chat that day has a chance to win that guitar, and it won't cost you a dime. So it's something to. I still love this from Pink Floyd. Do I? No, Lewis, I do not have that. So many. Oh. Hold on here. Oh. What if the Stray Cats played Pink Floyd? Or, oh my God, brain fart. Money for nothing. Who did that? That's. But. Dire Straits. There you go. Weird. Like 1,600 things you can put on here. I always did this for Janice. Space Cadet. Well, thank you, Go. Don't go. Yes, my wife's a good shot. Playing it faster. That way I don't get busted. So yeah, there's a lot of ways to give away. I'm, like I said, unfortunately for the last 3 years, I never got to do any of that part of it. So I don't know what's the best to use or where to get it. So we'll figure something out. But again, at 500 subs, that guitar gets given away. Doesn't cost you a dime. You just email me here your information. I forward it to a police officer who's also one of my moderators, along with Peggy and Laz. And then he will send you the guitar because he's the one who donated it for the giveaway. So I want to thank everybody who hangs out here. I know tonight was the first night I didn't do anything at the bench. But again, I didn't think you wanted to see me do another fret level and crown and polish. But so it was a little awkward tonight, different, sitting here doing this because this was a lot like the other one. And I don't want to get accused of copying. But so come Monday, I'll have something else to work on. And then again, once everything gets going, there will always be some kind of something for the bench. Ask questions. Yeah, Peggy, again, you guys can ask me. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, and we'll look it up here live and figure it out. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, well, you do that and this, and that's, that's it. But if I don't, there's no point in lying about any of this. And I don't want to tell you guys something that would ruin one of your instruments or something like that. So if I don't know, I'll say, hey, I don't know, but you know what? Let's look it up. Let's figure it out. I got a bunch of emails over the wax potting from last night. Was that last night? Yeah, that was last night. bunch of good emails people sent me who has watched the video after we, it wasn't live when they watched it. I was surprised at the people who thought you didn't have to have the tape around, the black tape that comes on them. Most people apparently thought you had to take that off. But what that actually does, it helps seal it. The wax will help seal that too. So. And I do have some more cheaper pickups to do, so we can do that another night. I got to put that Strat back together. Do that Monday. I'll have my daughter's guitar done tomorrow. And then when Dave gets here at the end of the month, we're putting the Spectre bass together. Can't do Rich's or Dane's until I get the paint, or get to paint them. I have the paint. I just got to be able to do it. And then there's another Brady is supposed to bring one or two of his guitars in. So, as it warms up, I'll have more work coming in. But tonight was just a little different, and I do apologize for that. So, I don't have my winding machine anymore, Peggy. I sold that because I didn't do that many. I learned how to do it, and then I didn't even do that many, to be honest with you. That last set I had that I did do is on Alex's Jackson Kelly now, which he apparently loves. And they were Duncan designed shells, and I just took them all apart and redid them. So it still says Duncan designed on it, but it's nothing you would get from them. Thank you, Mr. Mick. And I'm glad you got
Somehow, the Roadcaster just disconnected for everything, so I'm on the camera mic so you can hear me. So that's the time to end the show, apparently. And Monday, I am ordering that little special end of the final chapter. Yeah, for some reason, it disconnected from this. I don't know what happened. So, oh well. It popped up on the screen, says your mic has been disconnected, and then everything's still on. So I have no idea. I guess I don't need that anymore. Yeah, so it is what it is. We'll get it. We'll figure out the giveaway, and someone will get a nice guitar for free. And it's a thank you. Billy Ray wants to help the channel grow, and that's his way of doing it. So I want to thank him and everybody who helps. Everybody with the parts donations or guitar donations. Again, they're not stuff for me for my guitars. It's stuff that goes out and gets used and just gives the gift of music to those who can't afford it. And that should like it does me, it should make you happy. It really should. So, and I do want to, and I when I do it, I very rarely, give it to them and then talking to them about it. And I never think to take a photo or video, but I am going to start doing that. So, all right, everybody. With that, good night. And I will play my intro, outro. And again, thank you, Mr. Mike Wood, for creating this. And I am going to have a couple more made so you don't see the same one over and over again. But until then, I'll see you guys Monday night. Thank you.